All right, guys. Hey, welcome back. This week I want to talk about the most recent project that we just finished up and some things that we're going to be releasing here shortly, and also some things I'm working on that I'm not finished with. But the most recent project that I released was the kids activity chair. Now this goes along with the kids activity table, and I'm calling it kids activity because the table that I made, if you didn't see it, I'll link it down below in the description. But the table, it's got shelves. It holds all the arts and crafts supplies, school supplies. It could be a desk for homeschool children. It's got baskets under the table where you sit, so you can just pull the basket out, and it's got all your like pencils or crayons, markers, whatever you want to hold in there. So just real handy instead of having something on top of the table. So that's the table. And the chair that I made matches it. It looks, the same style, made out of plywood, just like the table. And but with the chair, I've got a few pockets like under the seat, a small one in the front, one in the back that's a little bit bigger that goes under the seat, and then also a pocket behind the back, behind the upright of the chair back. And it holds like, iPads or small notebooks or books or whatever. Now this is a kid's chair, so it's not really designed to hold a large notebook or oversized drawing pad or whatever. But with the table, there's plenty of storage there. And so I was really pleased the way it turned out. It turned out better than expected. They both look good together. They're proportionate with each other. And the cool thing about it is the table and chair, they're both made out of 3/4 inch plywood. So out of one sheet of plywood, you could get the table and 2 chairs, or out of a sheet and a half, you can get a table and 4 chairs. So it's really, really cool. Depending on where you live, you could get this, make it yourself, and have easily less than $100 in a table and chair, set of chairs for your kids. So I was really excited about that. I've got it in my house. My kids love it. They use it to, color, do their homework. If they're playing games on their iPad or even learning on their iPad, they're at that table. And so it's just really cool. So I'm really excited about that. If you haven't checked it out, I'll link both of those videos down below. We have plans for those. You can buy the plans individually, or there's a bundle where you can buy those together. So really excited about that. Next on my list, I've got a couple of more kids, not back to back, not like I'm fixing to release a bunch of kids projects, but spread out. I'm going to be releasing also a kids picnic table and also a kids bike rack for the garage or carport in my case, just to have a place to where they can put their bikes, their scooters, hang their helmets, that kind of thing. But a picnic table and a bike rack are in the works for in the future. And those are just some more kids activity projects. So some other projects that I'm working on are my planer sled that I've got going on. I want to be able to just improve the bed of my planer. So I've got like a piece of MDF that's got like a really thin, like a piece of melamine basically. It's really slick on the top, actually on both sides. But I want to make a nice bed for the planer and incorporate some shims somehow, however that looks. I haven't figured it out yet. It may just be as simple as just throwing a shim under the piece I'm trying to plane down. I've got a 13-inch planer. I've got a 6-inch joiner, so if I need something to joint something wider than what I've got that I could joint on my joiner, then I can use my planer. Because I don't necessarily like taking the guard off my joiner, but it's an option. So I've got that. I'm working on that, trying to figure out the details on what's going on with that. I've got bandsaw boxes going on in my iMake Studios classes. That is the private woodworking classes that I hold here in the shop throughout the week for homeschool children. And so we've got, I see about 6 different blanks that they have created So we'll start those. It's just made out of plywood for them to practice on, just to kind of get a visual of what, how everything goes together. I might even let them put together one of my chairs from the plans and like follow the plans along and put together one of those kids chairs that I just made. So we'll see. Got a lot of good things going on in that class. The kids love it, and just seeing them learn is just really rewarding. So one big project that I've got coming up in the near future, I say near future, sometime this year, I do want to build like a dining room table. That's on my list. But I made an outfeed table, and if you have seen my shop tour, you've seen my outfeed table. I've got like a downdraft station. I have Jay's router lift built into it. I've got dog hose with a vise. I've got drawers that hold all my sanding equipment and pads. I've got a tool tray. This thing's on casters. It has electrical built into it, and I did not do a video on it. Mainly because I built it on the fly. I didn't know really what I wanted, and I just kept adding stuff to it, and it became this table that has just been really, really good, and it's just the center of my workshop. And I really should have done a video on it. So my plan is this year to rebuild this thing, make some improvements, and have plans for this. And I want to incorporate everything that's already in it back into the new one, but also put some new features in it. So I won't say what those are just yet, but I think what I've got in mind is going to be a really cool idea. So be on the lookout for that. I'll keep you updated here, letting you know what's going on with that. That's all that I've got on my list as far as projects go. I just want to mention my Patreon page for those of you that support me in that capacity. Thank you for that. For those that you may not know about Patreon, it's just a place for you to be able to support your favorite content creators and receive rewards in the process. So if you want to check that out, you can check my Patreon page. It's here on the screen. And that's all I've got for this week, guys. So you guys have a good week, good rest of your day, and we'll see you next time. See ya.